Hi, my name is Sandy Carter, and I'm IBM's General Manager for the Cloud Ecosystem and a cloud and mobile and social evangelist. And we are here today for our coffee break series that are on career hacks. Last week we did one on acting like an open API. And today we're continuing that series on be intentional about your social influence. The thing about these 5 career hacks is it's a shift in your mindset from what was the old way of doing things to the new way to really hack and grow your career. So let's hone in and focus on being intentional about your social influence. Well, one of the things that I think is so important to know is that in the past, people thought, well, Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram, those are all for kids or they're just for personal. And they haven't really intentionally built up their social media presence. Well, do you know today how many companies are using your clout score, your cred score, to find out your level of expertise in certain subjects? And in fact, I was recently looking at the way that markets are being defined. You know, before running a business, I used to look at the BRIC markets, Brazil, Russia, India, and China as the major markets of opportunity. Well, take a look now at the top 10 markets. One of the things you'll notice right away is those top 10 are no longer just geographies. 6 of the 10 are now social markets. So if you are a business leader and you're sitting there thinking about the next opportunity, you need to understand it, just as you needed to understand the BRICS before. And you need to do that by participating intentionally in these social networks. Consumers are placing a greater trust on these networks as well. In fact, if you look at who people are going to for their go-to person, the number 1 is an industry analyst, but number 2 is a person like yourself, a technical expert, an academic expert. It's amazing how many people are just trusting people now, not necessarily company websites or company-run things. It's all about that individual or human-to-human contact that really matters. Let me give you a great example. I was headed to London, and so I tweeted, I'm going to London. I didn't know it, but the CMO, Chief Marketing Officer of a very large financial institution, was following me. And he said, well, Sandy, since you're in London, could you come and spend 3 to 4 hours with me? I was like, yes, because this particular company was not a customer of IBM's. So I called the IBM account team and they said, wow, we've been trying so long to get into this customer. So when I went to London, I did end up spending 3 or 4 hours with this chief marketing officer. We actually ended up being able to do business together. And the really interesting thing was while we were walking out of the room, the account team asked the customer, the chief marketing officer, now why did you have Sandy come in? Because we emailed you and we called you for a meeting, but you didn't respond. And the aha moment for me on how influential social was when the CMO turned to the account team and said, well, I went out there and I looked at your social profile. I saw that you're not blogging, you're not on Twitter, you haven't updated your LinkedIn profile for years. So what could I learn from you? I Googled you and you weren't relevant in my world. Wow, the impact of social and having that social influence. So make sure in this world you really are looking at your social influence. Get active, get in the right places. You know, go to Twitter. If you're in the financial industry, maybe get on some of the great LinkedIn groups that are about fintech today. But be active in those places. Be consistent. You know, just like the CMO of this large financial institution said, you haven't updated your profile in 9 months. So you can't just go out there and let it go. This is a relationship, so it needs constant maturing. And finally, last but not least, know your score. Know what you're known for. Be purposeful about what you want to be known for. Is it for social or for technology or fintech or innovation? Purposely go out there and share, listen, and be a great participant in the world of social media. My name is Sandy Carter, and this has been our Social Business Coffee Break.